Hi guys, welcome back. We are currently at Bandar Abbas. Now my last video, if you've seen it, you'll see that things for the Blues, the situation for the Blues was very good. We were halfway down the mainland basically. But today, Thursday the 29th of March, the situation is dramatically different. I'm going to talk map here, and then I'm going to post-edit the video, put the map overlay over the top. Here's the map. So this is current state of affairs. As you can see, they've taken the mainland back, all of it, and the east side, Bandar Abbas, Ku. They've moved all the way up north, Reaper Road, Seerik, and now they're at Chunko. So the reason why Chunko is quite sort of crucial, it's one of those strategic points, is because they can use it as a springboard to launch a lot of choppers into Bandar Abbas, and then they could really start pressing forward then. So it's quite a sort of key location really, and so they want to keep that, defend it, put down defensive placements so they can move the ship northwards. So it's important that we defend it. Now I've just joined the server and there's 7 helicopter pilots, red pilots, and they're all around Chunko. Now I thought I was being clever and joining the server early, quickly, but they must have been waiting to join just like I was. And yeah, I can only assume that they're all now down there at Chunko, ready to defend it and place EWRs, FOBs, defensive units, manpads, you name it. They've probably put an awful lot down there. They'll probably put a whole site up. God knows what they're going to put up. So I need to get out there quick. Fortunately, there's no fast jets at the moment, which is good. So I need to get out there. Track IR's playing up again, which is really useful. Let's try center that again. Yeah, I seem to have a problem with the up and down position. Let me just move my seat, excuse me. Right, well normally when I take off, as you know from videos before, I would sort of stop the recording, little key press, and then pick it back up once I'm sort of 5 minutes, 10 minutes, depending on the flight journey, maybe 15, 20 if it's a long one. But as we can see there on the right MFD, the white dot there, that's the waypoint that I've just added, and there's Chunko, so literally straight on the takeoff. I can see it straight away, so that's why I say it's kind of a strategic important area, Chunko, because it means that the chopper boys don't have long to get over to Bandar Abbas, so it's in flight terms, certainly fast jet flight terms, it's the equivalent of a stone's throw away. So I am on my own, but I'll see what I can do. As I say, fortunately there's no F-18s or F-14s or 15s, but before they start heading in, I really want to try my best to clear Chunko. Unfortunately, lots of cloud. I don't know whether to go underneath it or over it, but let's just turn the volume. Let's just adjust my volume there. Is that better? Hopefully that's better. Get the mix wrong and jet's too loud and my voice is too quiet. Right, okay. Let's have a look. Just get some seeing stuff there. Get underneath this cloud, I think. It's just broken just nicely for me to have a scout about. Just trying to see what I can see. Well, I see 2 choppers. I'm trying to get him. I am slightly off scope. Sometimes you're able to get the chopper helicopter just out of range, sometimes not. It's difficult to get him, it's not snapping him. It is out of range, to be fair. It's coming towards me now, so that might help actually. those. So whilst I'm fast approaching here, let's just give that one. Come on. That's the deadly one there, that one on the right. Come on. I'll tell you what, that's a bigger one, you can have it. Congratulations. Right, turning away.
Flare.
Look at the nose. Choppers, that's good. Round. Choosing the bore sight mode here on the one of those, Mr. Chopper, and you. Congratulations, you get those as well.
Flare.
Round. Bit of devastation going on there. Look at that. So there's the choppers. The Mavericks did not hit them. Let's turn around again then. God knows what these guys are carrying. Really need to stop them. C1. Oh, C2. There we are. Okay, come on.
Block.
Excellent. Have one of those. You. Come on, pick him up. Which one is the angles? Too much in an adjacent position. Need to be coming in at them. Come on.
Altitude. Altitude.
Some of that. Poo poo poo. Pew 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 pew.
Block. Pull
One
up.
of those.
Pull up. Pull up. Flare.
Oh, he's flying erratically, isn't he? Which is somewhere.
Flare.
That chopper's down. That's good. I don't know if you saw that crazy spasm there where it just shot up in the sky. It didn't explode in a very sort of cinematic way, but he's out the game. Oh, it's a shadow. Right, there you are.
Altitude.
And poo poo poo. Poo 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 poo. Whoa! And wake. What just happened? Well, I'll tell you what just happened, Mr. Khan. You were killed. I feel like this must be how boxers feel when they get knocked out. It's just lights out, and then suddenly they wake up and they find themselves in an F-16. Well, not a boxer, but oh, okay, all right. So clearly wiped out there.
Rearming complete.
I can only assume I just caught a smoke at the corner of my eye. Just caught a smoke trail coming towards me. So obviously, in and around that town somewhere, they have an igloo, don't they, or a man pad or something. Right, that was a bit of a shock. That was. Oh dear. I don't know which is worse, when you get smacked in the face with a heat seeker, or when you get the alarm systems going off and there's a missile inbound. I don't know which is. I suppose with a missile inbound, you increase stress, but then the blast is not so much of a surprise. Anyway, okay, all right. One of the beauties of being a virtual fighter pilot is you can have another go, unlike a real pilot. Anyways, okay. Well, we're back at Bandar Abbas then. 6 Mavericks this time. I'm not going to bother taking the bombs. I'm happy to see that I got a couple of choppers there. But there's still 7 of them. So we need to get airborne and find out actually what they've put down. Clearly they're scrambling to put a lot of stuff up, so I need to get the system sorted out here, get myself online, get the Mavericks primed ready, and yeah, hit them with everything I've got. I'm just going to put the waypoint values in now, and then we'll get airborne. Right, we're airborne, as you can see, straight away, looking at a chopper. I could have left the recording, to be honest. It's so close to Bandar Abbas. I did track a helicopter for a while there. Look. You could tell by the way that they're coming into a hover, that they're rushing. They know I'm on my way in, and they're flying very erratically. Obviously in a hurry, desperately to put stuff down. It's fascinating, isn't it? It's the only problem with choppers is the dust cloud, especially in the desert. You can see it a mile away, miles away actually. Let's try and pick it up with the Maverick there. Again, I'm slightly out of range. The choppers join the mix there, as we can see. Busy at work, putting down what they're putting down. Come on, right, that's one. There's two. Ripple all of these off if I can. There they are. That. There's the chopper boys. You can have one of them. And you can have one of them. Oh god, it's
Tap flare, tap flare, tap flare.
That's a very quiet alarm system there.
Caution. Altitude. Altitude.
Oh, and I've been hit by something else. Oh great, that screwed up my
Tap
aircraft.
flare. Tap flare. Tap flare.
I'm
Tap
going to
flare.
survive this. Right. Dear me. Dear me. Not flying very well at all, am I? I think, to be honest with you, that particular flight though, that was bad luck. They'd obviously just happened to put something together, and it just went active at the most awkward moment for me. Although, to be fair, it was a bit of bad flying as well, because again, I'm making assumptions that there's no man pads that can fire up at me, and of course, whilst I'm down on the ground, that's what the helicopter boys are doing. I'm fortunate this time to be joined by an Su-25 who I didn't realise was in the air at the time, but we've just now exchanged messages, and he's assured me that he's killed a manpad, and he's busy doing some stuff out there at Chunko as well, which is great. Those two helicopter lads at the very end there, I shot down, which was great. One of them I got shot down twice. I think I recognised his name after the first time. So they've a few of them have actually left now, which is brilliant. So that leaves 3 of them, and there's 2 of us at the moment. So I'm just gonna arm up again and get back out there. So I'm going to be carrying CBUs and the Mavericks. Currently at Havadara, only to sort of spare the fuel for Bandar Abbas, because pilots coming in tend to automatically select Bandar Abbas to fly, so it was just a case of just going over to Havadara, because it's not that far away from Bandar Abbas, to be honest. The fact that it's just stone's throw that way, really. Alright, so never mind, silly me. Right, okay, let's just get the systems up and running, and then we'll get airborne. I'm just going to make several waypoints here for myself, and then we'll get in the air. Okay, just been scanning the area, just looking for any signs of a manpad, even though there's an Su-25 around at the moment. who has given me some information. I can't be sure of all of them, but certainly the one that I described that hit me before the hawk did. He's assured me he's killed that one, but he's still sort of working his way into Chunko, and just trying to take the outskirt defensive units first, making his way in. So I've just had a really good look, and I couldn't see anything, but to be honest with you, a single fella, an Avenger you can spot, but a single fella just holding a stick on his shoulder is very, very hard to see. Okay, so we're going to have to just have a little bit more of a look as I'm on my way in at the moment. But I'm glad to see the hawk sight is obviously down. It would have sprung up by now. So these clouds to get away, really. Can't really see anything of those in the way. The clouds do move. Fairly certain they do. I'm just going to pick the nose up just to get above them. Oh, there is gaps. Just looking where steer point 3, which is where there's the hawk site that I destroyed. There's something there though. I don't know if that's dead. It might be alive. Handover process is good. So it's just here. Oh, you are joking. Right, drop everything.
What are you playing at? Yeah. What are you doing?
I've been hit again. What am I doing? Oh, tracker. Now is not the time to play up. I don't touch the tracker when you need it.
Bingo.
Great. Fuel's peeing out at me like nobody's business. Right, it's going to have to be full burn. I've dropped everything. I was quick enough to drop everything. I've seen it bleed out at me faster than that, so we might actually be alright here. This is quite stressful. Should be okay. This F-16 has joined us, which is good. Should be okay. Oh, I'd like to get up to 30,000 if I could. Don't want to pull up too rapidly. I don't want to lose that speed, but height is key here. 200 pounds, 100 pounds. And we're dry. Okay. Oh, fantastic. Oh dear.
Bingo.
Look at the state of my wings.
Bingo. Warning.
Look at that.
Caution.
Dear me. Where are we? God, tracker, come on. Well, yeah, as soon as I see that island, I know we're going to be alright. I know where that is. We'll be fine. Just going to have to drift down. Just going to be careful I don't dip the nose too much. Because if you do, you've got to remember you do not have energy available when you need it. You've literally got to glide this thing in. I've typed the message that I'm gliding in because of course all the IFF, everything goes off, doesn't it? So I've just said to them, look, I am on my way in. Please don't shoot me down. Yeah, we'll be okay. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be alright. Deary me. Yes, as you can probably tell watching this video, that air to ground is maybe not my strong point. I mean, I might just be able to hold my own air to air, Dead air to ground, clearly. I think what it is not taking chances, and I've been taking chances, and it's costing me. At the end of the day, if you are up against an area that is being heavily defended, of course they're going to put man pads down, of course there's going to be Avengers. You can't assume that there's not going to be any of that around. And I made the mistake, because the Su-25 is around, I made the mistake thinking, well, if he's reported not seeing anything and he's flying much lower than me, then therefore it must be safe. And of course that is not the case. Never make assumptions. Okay, we'll be okay. The plane is, we're still at 25,000 feet and the airbase is right there, so we should be okay. It's just about managing the energy right at the last moment. As I say, if you come into land and you realise that you're a little bit too slow, you are screwed, because there's no throttling forward to give you any more. We're going to ditch the nose, build up the energy, and turn into it. Okay.
Altitude. Altitude.
At this distance we'll be fine. It's just a case of making sure you don't lose too much energy too soon, because as I say, you are not going to recover any of it. You're not going to be able to give yourself any more. So this is normally this at this distance from the runway, this would be much too fast an approach. But there we are. I'm not concerned now at all. We'll be fine. I don't think I have any wheel brakes though. I don't think we have any energy. And obviously HUD there, as you can see, is not accurate. Touched down nicely. Yeah, we'll be absolutely fine here. Yeah, absolutely fine. I'm just pulling back on the stick to get the things there to just help deflect some of that. Right. Okay. Let's reslot. Right. Okay. Well, reslotted. The good news is, almost a warm welcome that is. Look, joined by 2 additional F-16s. Excellent. Brilliant. So that's going to be great.
Copy.
The F-16s. Do you know, I do like the F-16. Just take a moment. Lovely looking aircraft. I do like the F-16. I've got a lot of respect for the F-16. It's a wonderful, wonderful aircraft. The UK government considered the F-16 when talking about their next fighter plane. They favoured the Eurofighter over the F-16 because apparently the Eurofighter was more impressive in nearly every regime. I don't know how true that is, but I still do like the F-16. Not my favourite looking aircraft, mind you. My favourite looking aircraft is Su-27. I love just every curve and angle. I do like the F-14 as well. I'm not sure which of the two is my favourite. Just for looks, not necessarily capability or anything like that. Just for looks. But I do have a lot of respect for the F-16, especially the glass canopy. It's just a wonderful, wonderful aircraft. Just so capable. Just short on fuel. That's the biggest problem with it. Short on fuel. Tiny little things, really. They are beautiful aircrafts. I do like flying the F-16. Okay, right, anyway, back to reality. Alright, well, yeah, there's a flame out landing there. First in a while, actually. It's okay when you know you can make it. I've had some before where I have literally had to ditch it in the sand and roll onto the tarmac. For about 80% of the flight I kept saying to myself, no, not going to make it, no, I'm not going to make it, I'm not going to make it, I'm not going to make this. And somehow I made it. Right, so same again then. There is an F-18 out, well, slotted anyway, which is interesting, so I'm going to have to be careful. Just putting waypoints in here. Right, there you go. Jumping down there. Right there, both of them. Yeah, lag there made it like it wobbled. Okay. Alright. Let's get airborne. Okay. Just looking around, seeing what we can see. There's 3 choppers. 2 of them are actually to the south there. They're not actually over here. So, there's the Su-25. Just playing a little mini game here, trying to lock onto him. Yay! See what I mean? Out of range. Lock onto him. Bigger object though, I suppose, and he was coming towards me at the time. And that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes you get him early. Sometimes not. Okay. Well, he's been busy down there. He's been doing a great job. So we need to get down there as well. We are slightly off course here. 2 F-16s as well, doing some damage. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten you. You can have one as well. Right. And you. Learning lessons, higher please, higher, thank you very much. And you can have that one. And you, whatever you are, can have that one. Excellent. Cluster's next. Okay. Drop the center tank and the rack for the Mavericks so that they're loose, and there's fairly confident we'll be okay here. The boys have been hovering around at such low levels here. Again, I'm making assumptions, I know, but I'm fairly confident we're okay here, so I'm just going to dive and give them some firecrackers. Watch the fireworks. Whee! I've got to stop doing that. It's so childish. Okay, right. There is a chopper around here, you know. I must admit, I haven't actually been looking for him. But I know he's out here. Knowing the person how I do, he's probably waiting. He's probably just waiting to see. He was killed a moment ago, but he's reslotted. He's probably just waiting for us to go away so he can do his thing. There's a friendly there. He's just about to go back to base. I spotted something.
Altitude.
Something to explode there, it's a fob. Right, okay, I think that explains why the red pilot, the helicopter pilot, is still here. He's obviously keen to... Right, he's obviously keen to look after that or use it to defend it. There is the nearby ship. Maybe the arse thing that is. Something about going up in flames. Let's see it again. Let's give it another burst.
Altitude. Altitude.
Yeah. Something else did start to move there. I'm sure it did. It's a chopper. There he is.
Altitude. Altitude.
Now this particular chopper, I'm going to have to be very careful here. I can see by the speed he was going fast. And you can't turn that thing around that quickly at that speed. If he was going much slower, he would have had to spin that round on a dime. Give me some terrible news, but as it is,
Block. Altitude. Altitude.
oh, yep, he's gone. Excellent. Okay, let's get back to base. Refuel and rearm. Okay, refueled, rearmed. And we've got 6 Mavericks and 2 Fat Bombs and 2 AM-120s with us. I can see there, I've just put some STN numbers in, and I can see a friendly there targeting somebody coming in who's right by the farm. That's going to be it's going to be the same chopper, I think. So we'll get airborne and we'll start hitting Chunko. We really want to get that squared away now. I think with those choppers having given up the fight, I think there's only one there still fighting, but fairly confident that we've turned the tide now on that one. I think prevented it from them doing what they originally set out to do. So, which is good. So yeah, we'll get airborne and then we'll see what we can do. Okay. I don't think there was any point cutting the video out there and then replaying it again. I should have just kept it rolling. But there is an 18 out there somewhere. And there we can see him on the radar. Somebody's just cooked it as well. In fact, that might be the 18. There's a splash in the water over there. Nope, that's not the 18, it's still an RWR out there. Is dealing with him. As you can see there on the HSD. So it's going for me. That's okay.
Cat flare. Altitude. Altitude.
On the F-16 you may, just in case those watching this who are interested but don't fly DCS, when you hear chaff flare, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm churning out chaff and flare. Although on this occasion I was, but sometimes I just go out with just chaff. But it will say chaff flare. Notch the 18 there. I just realised that I need to be a bit higher. I don't want to make. We should be safe, really, to be honest. Oh, you're joking me. You're joking me.
Cat flare.
You're joking me. Oh,
Cat flare.
We lost it.
Cat
It's just
flare.
antennas. I wanted to get high there, remembering lessons from
Altitude.
before.
Altitude. Pull up. Pull up.
And okay, yeah, we have
Altitude.
I suspect what happened
Altitude.
there was the 18 did fire, but I notched it. And as I turned back round, the missile reacquired me, but had lost all its energy because it lost me very quickly again there. So I was quite lucky there. Oh, okay. I'll tell you what. I think what we should do is go to the next area. I'll message the lads, tell them, give them an update. Because we do have a chopper. So it's time for taking it. I'm going to head to Seerik and start hitting that. Okay, it's a bit annoying doing this while that ship is constantly tracking me, but I don't know if it's tracking me so much as maybe the other F-16 who's out here. So unless that fires at me, I'm just going to ignore it for now, and we're now looking at Seerik. I've done the relevant messaging.
Altitude.
Right on
Altitude.
the limit of the Avenger there. Lucky that it didn't fire at me. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. What's that there? Oh, I think that's a early warning radar. That's an early warning radar. Okay, well, that needs taking out. That will need taking out. Where are you? There you are, you SOB. Right, excellent. Handoff in progress. Brilliant. I could gun this, but no, I'll just maverick it. Okay. See you. Bingo. Right. What else is out there?
Altitude. Altitude.
Oh yes, that's a deadly unit. So far. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I said, come on. Thank you. Right. Yes, let's get out of here. I think sometimes, you know, it takes you a few mistakes to drill home a few common sense practices. There's no shame in getting out of the way and then coming back in. There's no things left. Hello, Mr. Avenger. That's a deadly unit. Right. Where are you? Excellent. Just turn it a bit. Reacquire it. Excellent. There you go. One of them.
Altitude. Altitude.
Right. Okay. Okay. Well, we've landed at Bandar Abbas. There's a few more reds on now. We still outnumber them, which is unusual for me. Normally, I'm used to being outnumbered. But yes, we've got the upper hand. But there are still some deadly fighters out there. So we've had enough air to ground for the day so far. So what I thought we'd do is we'll do a bit of air to air. So I've got the 6 AM-120s, 3 bags, and we'll get airborne.
Altitude.
And we'll see
Altitude.
how we can help. The picture is not great for us, which is a bit of a hindrance because, of course, I have to rely on the friendlies out there and what they see and EWR. But we should be okay, being as I can quickly get back to safety. Seerik, Chunko is not that far away, and at the moment it's about holding those positions rather than actually pressing anywhere further south. So I'll get out there and we'll see where we're at. Okay, Kasab to my right, and Seerik is just there. No, Seerik is about there. Chunko's about there. The enemy ship's there. I did briefly have a read. Oh, here we go. There's a reading. There he is. Notice how I'm just quickly bringing the radar over to him just to get a return and then immediately off it. And I'm doing that because I'm hoping that he doesn't see that he doesn't get any warning on his RWR. Now I don't know if that works for sure, but it does. Oh god, the ship's going to get in the way, isn't it? And the trouble is, whoever that is, and it's definitely not friendly, is actually going away from me. And it might turn into the missile, but the ship really has spoilt the show here. There's the ship's missiles. Look. At this range, you don't want to muck about with the ships, whatever missiles they are. I don't know a fat lot about them, but I do know that the missiles are extremely fast and do have a very good range.
Pull up. Pull up. Altitude.
I also know the sea hits you just like concrete does, so let's just make sure we don't hit it, okay?
Altitude.
Get back down.
Altitude.
Yeah, looks like it might have been an F-18.
Pull up.
Got a reading
Pull
now.
up.
We should be alright at this height. 20 feet should be enough. I think so. And it is. Alright. Let's head northbound for a bit. Okay. North for a while. Now heading south. Turning back round again. Low level, I'm not too concerned with the ships now. Even if I can visually see them. As long as I'm within sort of outside, sorry, of 5 miles, I think you're alright at 30 feet. To my right at 45,000. Something up there that I see. There he is. That's going to get me killed, that is. Let's drop the 2 tanks. See him. There we go. 840 knots. Oh, if he keeps going in this direction, I don't think I'm going to be able to get him. Picking the nose up now. I'm going to be careful of that ship over there. Ships I can actually see. No, I don't think. I think I'm going to get him. Oh, wait. No, he's made a mistake there. He's turning towards me. Right, hang on. He tracks me.
Altitude. Altitude.
Splash, I just saw that. There we go. Nice, I'm straight into the sea.
Cat flare.
Nice, okay. One down.
Cat flare.
Right. What else is out here?
Altitude. Altitude. Warning, warning.
Okay,
Warning,
just
warning.
going into Kesham now. I think for the day, I think we'll call that a day. And might put the next flight and add it to this one. But I think that's, as I look back, even though it was a terrible start, I think it's good what we've done. We're making good progress now. Blues are coming en masse, which is excellent, and we are really doing well at the moment. So I think that was a key moment in this particular session, taking out, well, securing Chunko, and we've got it back now actually, which is good, and we're on the process of taking Seerik. So I think we'll call it here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.